Ruthless Sports. I will be brutally honest. Ain't nothing but being brutally honest. Coming at you with another video. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mercer Guard Jason Poe. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, how you doing, bro? Like, tell everybody where they can find you on social media platform, man.
You can follow me on Instagram at JPOE_, and the same as on Twitter, man, at JPOE_ also. It's the same username.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Like, you know, the thing that stands out about me, man, I was doing a lot of my research and I saw your name popped up and I was doing these simulation drafts and I started checking a lot of your film, dude, and it just stands out. Like you're pretty quick. You're like the best pulling guard in the draft, the way you do it, bro. Like, how do you fare up like in the competition wise, bro? Like, I seen you like play pretty good, but I looked at a lot of your film. And can you explain how you did well against Alabama?
Man, I got a lion mentality, man. So I go on that attack, man. And I might not be the biggest, but hey, I play like I'm the biggest. So if you go in there like that, man, you'll have a pretty good day.
Yeah, it's pretty much, man. But yeah, dude, like for your size, it's not about how big you are. It's more how you make up with the blue chip on your shoulder.
Yep, you right about that.
Yeah, like you play guard, but do you play center or no?
Yeah, I've been snapping and stuff like that too. So I'm versatile. So if you need me to do that, I can do that also.
Well, okay. So before coming out of college, what school did you go to before? Because I did a lot of my research, but there was another college you went to before you transferred. What was that college program you went to?
So my first year, I went to Hutchinson Community College, JUCO in Kansas.
Okay, so that's a junior college you went to, but then you went to some other college called Lenore or something.
Yeah, Lenore University.
So what was it like playing over there before you went over here?
I mean, it was pretty good, man. Like, the competition was pretty good over there, too. We had, I don't know if you know, we had Kyle Duggar come out of the second round there. So, he had the Patriots, starting linebacker.
Yeah, the Kyle Duggar. Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah. So, what was the transition from going to Mercer College?
It was good, man. Going, transferring from Lenore University to Mercer University, man. It was a great deal because I just wanted to, I wanted to play Alabama too, and I was closer to home, so all that made it easy, man. It was a no-brainer.
Yeah. Speaking of Alabama, I was looking into your film, dude, and by far you played one of your best games against one of the best in the country.
Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. Going into a game, like I said earlier, man, they were long, big, and stuff. But you just got to go in there with that chip on their shoulder, like you said, man, and go dominate. We're an FCS team, but we go in there, compete like an FBS team.
Yeah, dude, especially like the way you move, dude. You move pretty quick, even though you may not be the biggest. But do you move like they say you're like the best pulling interior lineman in the draft?
Yeah, man. I just, I ran a 4.89. Some people had me faster, but, they have to average all the times out. So at 300 pounds doing that, that's pretty fast, man.
It is. For a 300-pound, that's 6'1", right?
Exactly, yep.
Yeah, and it kind of seems more like you would think he's not that fast, but you move quick for that size. That's kind of a good combination. You got the speed, you got the power a bit, but watching the way you play, man, you're definitely somebody that they need to take seriously, man. Like you were moving up, you were improving your draft stock coming into like the competition you were playing, and that's great, bro. But can you explain about more about the way you play? Like, it's like I've seen you like who was the best player that you faced that you had your best moments against coming at in college?
I probably would say, at practice, like I said, I went versus Doug every day, and he was, we was hitting each other. So I was one of those guys that wasn't scared of him, man. I used to go and hit him, so that was good, get me prepared for the next level. And it was some guys in JUCO, Devontae Wyatt for Georgia now. That's my close friend. So going against guys like that throughout practice, man, it got me prepared.
Yeah, those players make you better in practice without a doubt. But speaking of the way, like outside of football, what is Jason Poe does mostly outside of football?
Man, I really just be chilling for real, man. Pray, read my Bible, man, go lift weights, man. And, I like working too. So if I got a little job, somebody need to, help moving something or something, I'll be the first to do that.
Okay, so what's like your total max and bench press?
Man, honestly, last time I was 500, so I'm probably like 530 right now, man. I try to stay away from that heavy weight because I ain't trying to do nothing crazy, pop something out or something right before the trial.
Man, that's some beast style right there. 530 pounds. Damn. That's like Mark Henry type of strength right there.
I know, man. I don't know how I do in this body, but I just praise God. Let the strength flow through me.
Yeah. It's good that you're strong. Even for your size, you make up for it. So that's all that matters. But when you play football, man, it's not about how the size that you are, it's about how you play with the heart. And you're just definitely moving up draft boards despite the competition you're playing at, man. I think the NFL will just look at you and say, you know what, I like this guy. A lot of films, it stands out. The more I start watching your film, the more I like what you do. You kind of fit more of the 49ers type of scheme, like the way they run this offense. You would fit the zone scheme because you're a good run blocker.
Exactly. Yeah, man. I heard that a lot, man. I would love to go there, man.
So speaking of if you wanted to go there, who would you like to face at the NFL level that you want to face?
A team or like a player?
Like a player you want to go one on one against.
I want to go against Vita Vea, man. Like I want to go versus Aaron Donald, but like everybody want to go against him, and you can stop him if you get him right the landmarks. But Vita Vea is just an absolute load, man, and I like that, man. I just like power against power, and I like feeling like what's the max? Like what can I do?
Yeah, Vita Vea is a pretty big guy, but man, if you were to go against Aaron Donald, that'd be a nice matchup. I'd definitely like to tune in and watch you put a matchup on Aaron Donald. I think Aaron Donald would be like a dream come true, but you said Vita Vea is just a beast out there.
Yeah, man. Like I say, Vita Vea is a beast too, and Aaron Donald. But Aaron Donald, me and him the same height, so I think that'd be a great competition too. I'm coming in as a rookie. I'm not saying I'm a dominator or anything, but I just think that we're both low to the ground. It's like I don't think he'll be able to lift me up like he does those 6'5" guys.
Yeah, you guys are pretty much the same size, except he's 15 pounds lighter, and but you match up pretty much the same with the same height. So I guess that would be a nice matchup. But as far as all that, it's like, yeah, like Donald's a beast, but man, like I'm pretty sure your rookie year would probably be something interesting to look forward to. Like if you held your own against Aaron Donald, they're gonna say, hey, this guy did pretty good against him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. Obviously, he's a great player, man. I'm definitely nowhere near his level, but if I can put up a good fight, man, that's all I ask for.
Yeah. So speaking of it, like which teams have you visited that have interest of you coming into the draft?
I got some teams, man. A lot of them just want to keep it on the low. So between me and the agent and stuff like that, just out of respect for them. So I had to keep my promise.
I guess you got to keep it low key, I guess. But have 49ers expressed interest of you or not really?
Yeah, they have. They definitely have. So I'll give you that.
Okay, so you're definitely under the radar of Kyle Shanahan, man. That's interesting. So I guess they got to keep it low key, man. So I guess got to keep quiet, like because they're gonna come and get you. I guess. I guess Shanahan's looking at you and say, "Oh yeah, we got our guy."
Yes, sir. So that's the plan. So I'll play wherever, but that'll be a great program for me.
Yeah, you could play center too, because I've seen you do some snaps at center and you play guard. I'm pretty sure you're pretty versatile to play any of the offensive line.
Exactly. It just take just practice and repetition.
It sure does, man. So coming out of college, man, what was the biggest challenge for you when you first came into college?
I would say, everybody like to say height, so I would say that. Not coming in though, because fullback you really don't need to be tall, but just the overall height thing, being short and stuff like that. So when they saw how strong I was, they never asked about my height. They saw how fast I was. Like, they never asked about my height. So if you keep doing the right thing and grinding and work hard with your heart, they ain't gonna ask about your height as long as you're playing well.
Yeah, that's something that you have a blue chip on your shoulder for. But like, yeah, dude, like that's definitely one challenge, and they overlook the short people in the field. But hey, man, we make up for our size, so don't underestimate us. We're gonna make you pay.
Exactly, man. The way I think of it is like, you got like this Goliath guy, but if he's running and he hit a stump, he gonna fall. So that's the way I think of it.
Yeah, especially so. So which like, let's say if you do like, let's say when you get drafted, what would a team get out of you? Like, what would they get out of Jason Poe as a player on the field?
Man, they get a great teammate, man, leader and captain. So, I work hard, man. I do everything right. If I'm doing something wrong, I want you to correct me just like I would correct somebody else. So you're just gonna get a good, genuine guy that's a freaking monster with a Ray Lewis mentality.
Oh man, that's something, man. I'm feeling the vibe, man. I'm feeling like this is a fit for us, bro. Like this is what we're looking for. Somebody with that kind of mentality, man. Like a culture fit guy that fits the run blocking scheme, man. I'm feeling like it's a little bit of 49er vibe, a little bit. I'm feeling that vibe because you're kind of like showing that mentality. What would it be like just to play next to Trent Williams?
Man, that'll be awesome, man. It's just, learning from him. I know he played tackle, but shoot, learning his techniques and learning how he do it, man. He one of the best to do it.
Without a doubt, man. He's kind of been dominating even at this age. He's still doing it, so it's impressive for a guy being used that way. Can you imagine if Shanahan were to utilize you a different way?
Listen, I'll do anything, man. He tell me to do. So if they need it to help the team, I'll do it, man, to win championship.
That's what it takes, man. It takes whatever it takes to win. But when you look at it that way, man, you definitely fill up. Like I think most undersized linemen, they do make up for it because they're more low. When you think about it, they block better. If you're taller and all that, it kind of makes it difficult of a challenge. But when you're about the same height, like between us, it's kind of easier to stay low.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same way like we was talking about Aaron Donald earlier. He wasn't a typical lineman. They were like, man, this guy, ain't no way he messing people up and getting in the backfield. And then he was doing it at NFL level. And they're like, wow, they looking for guys like that now.
Yeah, they are. I just think that size doesn't matter unless you have the heart to make up for it. I think John Randall was about undersized for a D line too at one point.
Yeah, he was.
Then you had Warren Sapp, which he wasn't that tall either. But then you look at a few different linemen. Like there's quite a few rare offensive linemen who were undersized, but there were some that played at the highest level.
Exactly. Look at I think they got a guy is in there now, and I think Nick Harris.
Yeah, I think he's about 6'2".
Nah, he's 6'1".
Oh, 6'1"? Oh, Nick Harris.
Yeah.
I might need to look into it. But what team did he play for?
The Browns.
Oh, okay. So he's like a see, that just shows that size doesn't matter as long as you make up for it. But I think going into your NFL future, like I think maybe that's where they want you to play as center, but I think guard is your natural position, right?
Yes, it is. So I mean, if they need me to play either, I can play it, man.
That's what's up, man. So outside of football, what do you like watching on TV on a daily?
I don't really watch too much TV like I used to back in the day, but if I do watch something like an old movie or something like that, like '90s movie or something like that, so that's what I like getting into. But I also like the Hulk stuff like that, like the Avenger type. Yeah, I like that. That's my favorite superhero. So.
Yeah, Hulk, the Ventures. I like the Punisher, and then I like some of the. I don't know. Have you seen Venom? That's some good movies right there.
Yeah, that's some crazy, freaky stuff right there. I like that.
Yeah. Hey, I like your answer right there, man. Adventures, you can't go wrong with that.
Exactly.
So yeah, what is like one thing that you want to put on your bucket list at some point when you establish it?
What you mean?
Like a wish list, like something that you want to do that you want to be able to do at some point.
I just want to make sure that I take care of my little brother, my mom, man. I know that might be an average answer, but that means a lot to me, and that's a part of the reason why I do what I do.
I like that answer, man. That's somebody right there that I can appreciate, man. Somebody that's looking out for the family and all that. That is something that most people should look at. Like when you play football, some people get too above the spotlight, but for somebody like you to look out for your family, that speaks volume for what you are as a person on the field.
Exactly, man. Because without them, technically you wouldn't be here. Them and God. So you got to respect both of them.
Yeah, without a doubt. And you just say you do like a lot of church stuff, like the Bible stuff, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so you have your own beliefs, but like you said on the field, you're kind of like a Ray Lewis on the offensive line. So that's kind of a good way to look at it.
yeah, man. Like the Bible say, man, you got to abide by the law. So the law in football is, you can hurt people and stuff like that. You know. So
Yeah.
that's it. It was what it is.
So speaking of you like playing football, what made you start playing football? At what age?
I would say I was leading to my junior year, man. Me and my buddy, best friend, actually, like he's like my brother, man. Grew up together. Cedar Smith. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He played Virginia Tech. We was looking at each other in high school in the classroom. I looked at him. I say, "Man, you want to go out there and play football?" Because they announced it over the intercom, and he was like, "It don't matter to me." I said, "Let's go." And ever since then, man, we've been working hard, and we're both in the draft right now. So, God got a plan.
God does got a plan, and sometimes you find your purpose, whether it's something else or not. Some people may not even realize that's a good purpose for them. You just have to find it.
Exactly.
So, so for you coming out of like college, like there's just a lot of top prospects, but I'm seeing you move up a little on the draft board, man, just for your outstanding pro day that you were doing. Like, how do you feel about going forward? Like, do you feel like you have an opportunity to compete for a starting role at some point?
Yeah, I most definitely do, man. Like, it's just like anything. When I was going into high school, I didn't know anything about football. I didn't know what football was, all that stuff like that. I competed and I got the spot. Like in JUCO, I didn't know how to play running back or fullback. I had to learn everything. I got a starting spot. So, I know the NFL is different, but I think with my work ethic, man, and my faith, I think I'll be right, and I can compete for a spot.
That's good attitude right there. I like, man. So, without a doubt, man, I think what they're getting out of this, what they're getting out of Jason Poe is they're going to get somebody with a heart and somebody that's going to preach and somebody that's just going to lead the team. So that's something good. But were you ever a captain come out of college or no?
Yeah, it was my last year. I was.
Yeah, that's something important. That means something because they're giving you leadership. They're giving you that C right on your team, and it means that you're well respected. So that's pretty awesome.
Yes, sir, without a doubt.
So besides football, did you play any other sports or not?
I did track and field, man. I was pretty good. I went to state 2 years in a row for shot put and disc. So
Ooh, shot put and disc. That's something I did also myself, man. Were you like top of the shot put, or which one were you more disc it or shot put?
at first it was shot put, but then when I learned how to sling the disc, I think my best was like I think how they do it in 155 something like that, and then the shot put was like 49, 50 something, 51 maybe.
Damn, dude. Like I had like part of my personal best was like 34 at the shot put, man. But hey, you're a beast, that's for sure.
Really, man. That's still a stepping stone because because I felt bad. I didn't feel bad, but I was like, dang, there's really levels to it. So I went to state, man, and it was like this 6A school, and we was 2A. Man, a guy got up there and threw it 67 feet, dude.
Damn, that's amazing. 61 feet of a shot put because the shot put's pretty heavy. Like all you're
Yeah,
doing is picking up this part, and it's very heavy metal ball, and it's hard to throw
ex-
it further.
exactly. So think if I did like 50, he did 67. So that's almost 20 more.
Yeah, 20 more of all that, dude. That's just challenging. Like for a disc, like you have to do the proper technique and then the sliding part, but you got to make sure you throw it forward and all that stuff. So that's what
Exactly.
makes it very challenging.
Because it can't be so high or it can't be too low. It got to be right on that 45-degree angle coming out and exploding out.
Yeah, and especially the discet too. It depends on how you do this side right here. Like they make it sound like it's easy, but it's not, man. They have some metal plates on it, but you got to use your upper strength and your like the way you do it.
Exactly, because you have to spin off your back. They want you to spin off your back finger.
Yeah, that's the part you got to spin up your back, and the way you do it, you got to stay within the circle line, or else they call it like a foul or something.
Yep, you're right about that. Yep.
Yeah, it was a fun experience too. Even doing the relays too for the shot put and disc. I don't know. You ever did that part too, where you do the relays also, or no?
Yeah, they had me at first lane. I took off, man. It was good. We actually won by a mile, so it was good. We blew everybody out.
So you were pretty athletic coming out of high school, right? So you were like, what kind of like were you playing different positions in high school?
I wanted to, but our coach didn't let us, man. We only stayed at one position, and we couldn't play both ways. I always wanted to play defense. I will tell you that.
So you wanted to play defense, man. So who do you model your game after growing up?
Uh, Growing up, man, I really haven't, thought about that. But as I'm coming up, man, I think Quentin Nelson would be the closest thing the way I play, the way he blocks and he pulls. Because he's a really great puller, and he's good, man.
Yeah, that's a good guy to look up to because speaking of Quentin Nelson, we do have somebody that did play with Quentin Nelson. So like Mike McGlinchey is another guy that we have on our roster. So maybe that'd be kind of interesting just to play with somebody who's actually played with Quentin Nelson before.
Yeah, man, that'd be cool. So he'll know the inside and outs of everything.
Yeah. So when I watch a lot of your film, I see a little bit of Larry Allen, the way he plays nasty, but I think he's about 6'3" or 6'2" guard, but he makes up for his size. Like he's a beast.
Yeah, I definitely watched him too, so I know about him. Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's similar.
Yeah, he's built strong, but he's a mauler too. So I watch a little more of your game. The more I start checking out your film, the more I'm just liking you as a player, and the more I'm starting to like feel the vibe, man. Like I made you that highlight, and I appreciate you kind of like giving me your response about it, man. It's a good thing that I'm making it feel more appreciated, man.
No course, man. You already know what's going on, man. I don't know if you ever seen my D2 highlights. Have you seen that?
I haven't checked it, but you definitely need to send me those on Twitter, man. I'm just starting to be more of a fan of what you are, bro. Like I like the way you play this position because I played offensive line myself. So I played interior. I think I played center and guard, sometimes tackle, but that was in the semis. That's like different compared to where you're playing.
Yeah, man. I'll definitely get those to you, man. They should be on YouTube still, so if you go on there and look, so I'll resend it to you just in case you got it. So I'll let you know.
Yeah, for sure, man. But if any of the audience want to ask questions to my guy Jason Poe, bro, he's more than open for you guys to answer questions. But hey, this guy is one of a kind. Like he's one of the guys that's moving up draft boards, and I think the future is bright for you. The way you're playing this game, bro, and you even said you could play center, dude. That's very viable in any other team because if you can play that, you have more of a chance to have a starting role at the next level.
Exactly, man. I'm willing to do anything to help the team win the championship, like I said before.
Without a doubt, man. So can you explain to other future students that might want to attend Mercer University, like why they should go over there?
Man, I would say, obviously if you got Georgia somewhere, that's fine. But if you don't have anything else, man, don't try to be a walk on at a big school or anything, man. Just trust the process, work hard, man. And if you're good, man, the NFL to find you. So that's what I'll tell younger guys.
That's good, man. That's what it should matter because when you look at it that way, it doesn't matter which college you go to because at some point you're going to get your opportunities.
Exactly, man. That's why I'm trying to be walking proof of that, man. Like shorter guys, shorter guards, like think they don't have no hope in the league, man. I'm trying to open that door for them.
Oh yeah, here's an interesting question. So, which team would you like to be drafted by if you had to choose?
I think we already established that, man. The Niners, man.
Okay, man. It's already been established. He ain't gonna say nothing. He's low key, man. He's very low key. But speaking of you, what was your favorite team growing up?
Growing up, it would be the Packers, man. I like Aaron Rodgers, man.
Oh, okay. So you like Aaron Rodgers. Did you ever kind of watch more of guys like David Bartiari and Corey Linsley, or whatever those other guys from the Packers? Or
Yeah,
what's his
just
name?
a little.
Elton Jenkins?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, just a little bit of them, but I just mainly like Aaron Rodgers, man.
Yeah, a lot of people like Aaron Rodgers. Who doesn't?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's definitely cool, bro. Like everybody's just like, it's kind of good to look up your game and model somebody, but then you like to look at the big superstars. Like for me, growing up, man, this may sound kind of crazy, but it was on a different team. Tony Gonzalez was just one of the very few guys I looked up to because of the position he played. But then as I got older, playing defensive line, I started modeling myself after somebody like Brian Young.
Yeah, man, that's good. And see, I also like, my mentality to add on to it. Sean Taylor, man, I was watching him, and I like to hit just like him in the mindset. So on the field, I remind myself of him too.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. That's great, man. But I know that you got a lot going on. You're probably gonna do a little training, but I definitely appreciate what you're doing, bro. Being on the show, bro. I'm gonna give you the solo introduction so you can let everybody know, and then we can end it on a high note, man. It's great chit chat, bro. So I'm gonna give you the flow.
All right, man. Appreciate you for having me on, man. Like I said before, guys that's coming up, just keep working hard, trust the process, and trust God, man. Once again, I appreciate you guys for having me on the stream yard, man.
Yeah, bro. Anytime, dude. And I wish you the best luck on your NFL journey. I'm going to definitely be rooting for you. So hopefully, succeed your expectation. Hopefully, you live your dream, bro. That's all that matters. So, whatever team you get drafted by, it's going to be a blessing. That's all I could say.
Exactly, man. I appreciate you understanding. I hope it's with you guys, man, but you never know. But if it is, man, just know I'll be back here interviewing with you.
For sure, man. I'm definitely will be. Maybe down the road, we can definitely get you back on, man.
Exactly, man. Just let me know. You know where to find me.
For sure, man. So, as always, CG Ruthless Sports and Jason Poe is out. And see you guys later.